Welcome to part 2 of the Polity Current Affairs video for December 24th, 2025, brought to you by QuickVidya IAS. This episode focuses on key topics relevant for UPSC Pre and Mains. We begin with the doctrine of presumption of constitutionality, a fundamental principle in Indian constitutional law. It presumes that legislation enacted by Parliament or state legislatures is constitutional. Next is the Sugar Control Order 2025, which replaces the 1966 order to modernize the regulatory framework for the sugar sector. Key features include real-time data sharing and expanded coverage to include Kansari and raw sugar. The Digital Personal Data Protection Rules 2025 operationalize the DPDP Act 2023. These rules establish a robust framework for safeguarding personal data, ensuring informed consent, and integrating global best practices. The Information Technology Act 2000 provides legal recognition to electronic records and digital signatures. It applies to government and private entities using electronic systems and established CERT-In for cybersecurity supervision. The Rights of Persons with Disabilities Act 2016 replaced the 1995 Act, expanding disability types to 21 categories, including acid attack victims and autism. It ensures equal rights and mandatory accessibility in public buildings. The UPSC chairman is a constitutional authority appointed by the president under Article 316. The term is 6 years or until 65 years of age, and removal is only through a constitutional process with a Supreme Court inquiry. The CBI director, the head of the Central Bureau of Investigation, is appointed by a 3-member committee. The fixed tenure is 2 years, extendable to 3 years, with a Supreme Court mandate. The Director General of Foreign Trade is an attached office of the Ministry of Commerce and Industry, responsible for implementing foreign trade policy. It grants the mandatory Exporter-Importer Code number. The Appointments Committee of the Cabinet is an extra-constitutional body chaired by the Prime Minister. It makes key appointments such as the RBI Governor and Chief of Defense Staff. The Joint Parliamentary Committee is an ad hoc body set up for detailed scrutiny of specific issues or bills. It comprises members from both Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha and provides non-binding advisory recommendations. The National Commission for Backward Classes, or NCBC, was accorded constitutional status through the 102nd Amendment Act 2018. It monitors OBC interests and evaluates progress, presenting annual reports to the President. The National Commission for Women is a statutory body established in 1992. It investigates women's rights violations, reviews laws, and has the powers of a civil court to summon individuals. The National Commission for Protection of Child Rights, established in 2007, monitors the implementation of acts like POCSO, juvenile justice, and RTE. It defines a child as a person aged 0 to 18 years. The NITI Aayog Governing Council promotes cooperative federalism and is chaired by the Prime Minister. Its members include chief ministers, LT governors, and union ministers. The National Investigation Agency is a statutory agency created after the 2008 Mumbai terror attacks. It is empowered to investigate terror crimes across states and is the nodal agency for terror funding investigations. The National Crime Records Bureau is the government repository of crime and criminal information established in 1986. It compiles and publishes national crime statistics annually. The National Company Law Appellate Tribunal, a quasi-judicial body, hears appeals against NCLT, IBBI, CCI, and NFRA decisions. Appeals must be disposed of within 6 months. The Food Safety and Standards Authority of India is an autonomous statutory body established under the FSS Act 2006. It protects public health by establishing a single reference point for food safety and standards. The Press Council of India is a statutory and quasi-judicial body set up in 1966. It adjudicates complaints against the press for violations of journalistic ethics or by the press for freedom interference. The National Archives of India is the custodian of Government of India records of enduring value. Established in 1891, it is the biggest archival repository in South Asia, with its main location in New Delhi. The Anthropological Survey of India is the nodal agency under the Ministry of Culture. It studies and preserves human skeletal remains from ancient and contemporary periods. The Indian Council of Agricultural Research is an autonomous organization under DARE. It coordinates, guides, and manages research and education across agriculture, horticulture, fisheries, and animal sciences. The National Critical Information Infrastructure Protection Center was created in 2014. It is the national nodal agency mandated to protect critical information infrastructure from cybersecurity threats. The Bureau of Civil Aviation Security safeguards civil aviation operations against unlawful interference. It establishes aviation security standards as per ICAO and is headed by a Director General of Police rank officer. The revamped Multi-Agency Center is a common counterterrorism grid under the Intelligence Bureau, where 28 organizations share real-time intelligence. It was recently upgraded with AIML techniques. The District Mineral Foundation is a nonprofit trust set up under the MMDR Amendment Act 2015. It works for the benefit of persons in areas affected by mining operations. The Central Board of Film Certification regulates the public exhibition of films under the Cinematograph Act, 1952. Certification categories include U, UA, A, and S. The Supreme Court has directed the center to constitute the National Road Safety Board within 6 months. This body will oversee the implementation of modern traffic safety systems and infrastructure improvements. The National Institute of Mountaineering and Adventure Sports is an autonomous institute founded in 2013. It is mandated to conduct adventure courses in land, air, and aqua, situated in Dirang, Arunachal Pradesh. The Indian National Space Promotion and Authorization Center, or INSpace, is a single-window nodal agency under the Department of Space. It provides equal opportunities for private companies to use Indian space infrastructure. The Quality Council of India was established in 1997 as an autonomous non-profit body. It operates through constituent boards like NABCB and NABL, with its chairman appointed by the Prime Minister. The Indian National Center for Ocean Information Services was established in 1999. Its mandate is to provide ocean information and advisory services to support ocean-based activities, with its headquarters in Hyderabad. Notice to Airmen, or NOTAM, is a bulletin containing critical information about aeronautical facilities, services, procedures, or hazards. Timely knowledge is essential for flight operations. The revised Shakti Policy 2025, which stands for Scheme Harnessing and Allocating Koyala Transparently India, streamlines coal allocation into 2 mechanisms. It enhances ease of doing business and promotes greenfield thermal power projects. The Central Consumer Protection Authority has served notices to online platforms over using dark patterns like basket sneaking and confirm shaming. This aims to prevent deceptive online practices and ensure a fair digital marketplace. E-passports are electronic or biometric passports that combine a conventional booklet with an embedded RFID chip. They securely store personal and biometric details with a digital signature for authentication. Land ports are areas on international borders notified as land customs stations or immigration checkposts. The Land Port Authority of India manages integrated checkposts for systematic movement of cargo and passengers. Mizoram became the first state officially declared fully functionally literate under ULLAS, the Nav Bharat Saksharta Karyakram. The state's literacy rate reached 98.2% as per the PLFS survey 2023-24. An updated analysis shows India's coastline grew by 47.6% from 7,516 kilometers in 1970 to 11,098 kilometers in 2023-24. This growth is attributed to advanced geospatial technologies and includes bays, estuaries, and inlets. The first National Conference on Mediation introduced the mediation mechanism as an alternative dispute resolution, alongside arbitration and conciliation. Mediation is a voluntary, confidential, non-binding process.